So there is a major push for a Social Security increase for everyone. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to the actual sponsor himself, Representative John Larson.
An increase across the board for everyone.
He wants to see a larger increase. He wants to see Social Security is around for the next 30 years, not just for the next 10. There's a lot of people that are asking, why have we not seen anything for Social Security in almost 50 years? Well, he addresses that, and we're going to talk about that in today's video. We're also going to listen to a piece of this interview where he discusses what Congress is doing and why there's so much pushback when it comes to doing anything for Social Security. But here's the good news. There's more people now, more than 100 co-sponsors that support an increase to Social Security. The only problem is, where do they get the money? That's what we're going to discuss in today's video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So Social Security has not really been touched for about 50 years. This is one of the reasons why more people are really pushing for this. This is the Social Security 2100 Act. This bill has been put in front of many people. There's more people that do support this at this time. But here's just some of the stuff that it's talking about. Increase and expands 12 essential benefits. Okay? It increases benefits by 2%, improves the cost of living adjustment, increases benefits to boost lower income seniors, improves benefits for widows and widowers, restores student benefits, increases access to benefits for children. There's a lot here, okay? Now, I don't want to talk about what is in this bill, because again, we've talked about this multiple times here on the channel. What I want to do is I want to actually play you a part of a clip. It's from Forbes, but where they were interviewing Representative John Larson about 10 days ago. And this is what they had to say. Just listen to this right here.
Why has there not been movement on this in 50 years? And you've been in Congress since 1999. So where's the solution?
It defies any semblance of logic. For some, they've called Social Security the third rail. But there's an element that believes that Social Security is socialism. They feel that it costs too much money. But if you examine Social Security, and as the president said in his State of the Union message, really there's a vast group of people, because as you know, Brittany, Social Security is capped. President Biden has said, let's lift the cap on people over $400,000 of income. Now that's 0.6% of the American people.
I'm going to stop it right there. He's exactly right. President Biden has asked for this. President Biden has asked for people that make over $400,000 per year. He wants to see that those people have no cap on their Social Security tax. Because as of right now, it's like $140,000 or something like that of income. That is what you're taxed on for Social Security, and you're taxed 12.4%. Well, here's the thing: if you make, let's say, $2 million, the majority of your income is over that cap, and that is not taxed at 12.4%. That money is just, gone, right? So millionaires, they start, they're past this after the first couple months. Billionaires, the first day, maybe first hour of the new year, and they're already at this. And so the majority of their income is not taxed for Social Security. And that's what they're discussing. But here's the thing. What President Biden promised was nobody making less than $400,000 per year would pay a penny more in taxes. That was if he was voted into office, which obviously he has been. But here's the thing. Now that $400,000 is kind of it's a limit that he's put in place, but many lawmakers don't agree with this. They say, let's just increase the cap all the way up, and so every single dollar that you make, you have to pay Social Security tax on it. Well, the problem, and one of the reasons why we don't see Democrats pushing the Social Security 2100 Act to the floor of the House and the Senate, is simply because if they go after the multimillionaires and billionaires, who is going to donate to their campaigns? So for them to say, yeah, we need to go after these people, the problem is if they go after these people, their seat in the House and the Senate is probably done with. They will not win the next election. And so that's part of the discussion is, well, when is the right time to push it forward? And honestly, there hasn't, I guess, been a right time in more than 50 years. Let's keep listening to this.
Well, for many of them, they either pay nothing into Social Security because they avoid the payroll tax altogether, or they're done paying if they're millionaires in February, if they're billionaires January 2nd, while every other American who's part of the program pays throughout the course of the year. So to lift that cap would allow us to enhance benefits that haven't been enhanced in more than 50 years, and then also extend solvency beyond 2066.
I want to stop that for 1 second. He says it would allow us to enhance benefits, but also extend solvency past 2066. Here's the thing. The Social Security Trust Fund becomes insolvent in 2034, so in 10 years, not 2066. But what you need to keep in mind is if we extend the solvency, that's great, right? There's more money into the trust fund. The problem though is if we enhance and increase your benefits, the problem is the Social Security insolvency would not be extended out that far. And so that's what some are discussing is, well, should we extend the solvency or should we enhance benefits? Or can we do both? Well, that's the tricky part is how much can we do? As of right now, there's 10,000 people that are becoming eligible for Social Security every single day. That is one of the reasons why and one of the contributing factors as to why Social Security will become insolvent much sooner than what was originally anticipated. Let's keep listening.
Both of which are vitally important and why Congress needs to act. And what's frustrating, I think, to the American people is all they're asking of Congress to do is vote. That's why we put out Social Security 2100, which follows a number of the president's suggested changes to it, including an increase across the board for everyone, making sure that the 23 million Americans who are currently still working and receive Social Security, that their Social Security benefits aren't taxed.
That's another huge one, because one of the issues that is happening right now is people that are continuing to work and collect Social Security, well, their Social Security benefits are taxed. Okay? This is, if you make too much money, your Social Security benefits are taxed. Okay? Yeah, and I believe it's like up to like 80% of your Social Security benefits will become taxed. Okay? The hard part about this is that is part of the money that's being put into the Social Security Trust Fund. So if that money is not being put in, we have to figure out a way to recoup that somewhere else. Or again, the Social Security Trust Fund becomes insolvent much sooner. Let's keep listening. Just have a few more things we need to talk about.
Lifting people who have worked all their lives and paid into the system who get a below poverty level check from Social Security, creating a new floor for Social Security, repealing the onerous WEP and GPO formulas that were put in place back in the 1980s, the last time that Congress actually looked at Social Security and extended its solvency, but it did so by raising the age. And that's the misnomer that I think a lot of people don't understand. Currently, Republicans say, well, you know, people are living longer. Well, yes, that's true. They are, and we're happy to see that. Now, pandemic may slightly change that, but nonetheless, they are living longer. But for every year you raise the age, that's a 7% cut in benefits. So let me get this straight, Brittany. How does it make sense that if you're living longer, a program hasn't been adjusted in more than 50 years, that you're going to be living on less?
So he makes a valid point there. And one of the things that Democrats have been saying is that Republicans are demanding a cut to Social Security. Well, yes, in a way, then exactly what he said, that if we increase the Social Security retirement or for full retirement benefits, if we go from age 67 to age 69, that's 2 years. Those 2 years at 7% per year would be a 14% reduction in benefits over the lifetime. Okay? But here's what you need to keep in mind. That is what Republicans have said, is that we should increase the full retirement age, and not to cut benefits, but to reduce the amount of money that's going out, the outflows, so that then we could actually extend the solvency a little bit further. Okay, but again, doing this alone does absolutely nothing. We will still see Social Security become insolvent within the next 10 years. But if we do this, it's not going to impact people that are age 65. It's not going to impact those that are 52. No, it probably won't even impact those that are age 45. For those people that are turning, let's say, 40 years old and younger, those are probably the ones that are going to be impacted, that have almost an additional 30 years. So if the new age is age 69, chances are those that are 39 and younger, you will be the ones that are going to get the new Social Security retirement age. Everyone else will still be age 67, or potentially it will slowly go up to maybe age 68, maybe 68 and a half. But that's what we're going to see. That's what we're going to face. So I just wanted to show this to you. Now, this is like a 30-minute long interview that Representative John Larson does with Forbes. I'm not going to play you that entire interview because a lot of it is just kind of repeating the same stuff, going over very similar answers. But the key here is they are discussing it. Lawmakers know they haven't done anything for decades, and they want to do something. But it all depends on who wins the next election. Will it be President Biden or former President Donald Trump? And then who controls the House and the Senate? Those three things will matter more than anything. But as soon as we get more information on that, I promise I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But as of right now, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.